taking you out tonight. Don't you wanna go with me? Paint the town and ride with me. Hot shot, you're so fly. Rocking up designer jeans, and I swear when you talk to me. Ready or not, here I come. Never late when the night is young.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of In Her Purpose Show, and this is season 2. So we are very excited to share with you this platform where we feature female game changers who have paved the way on succeeding their goals and continue to inspire at the same time. I'm your host, Mafe Yunan Velasco, and this show is super close to my heart because I get to catch up. I get to learn and grow with two amazing women that I adore, and I am obviously being inspired, from a distance. But this show really allows us to connect and just birth many inspiring workshops, inspiration, collaboration. And these two women are the founders and owners of In Her Purpose Show, of course, the book and the company. So I'm honored to introduce to you guys these two beautiful women. First, let's start off with Jen Redondo Marquez, who is a game changer herself, working in the tech world and serving as a mentor for Collective Hustle. And Fasta, which is a Filipino-American in Silicon Valley tech. And of course, the beautiful Rose Boado, mother of two, businesswoman, mentor to young women entrepreneurs, inspirational speaker, and manager of the Philharmonic. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hi, Jen.
Hi. So I'm really excited to meet our guest today, especially offline. We were talking about the amazing things that she does. So let's welcome her. Let me introduce her real quick. So Sharon Canet is our guest today. She is an RN and an expert nurse, injector, and aesthetic nurse specialist in LA in California. She received her nursing degree in 2002 and worked in the emergency room and interventional radiology before venturing into aesthetic medicine in 2007. She has trained with top plastic surgeons and dermatologists in the USA and believes in the beauty from within concept. She's a member of the Aesthetic Multispecialty Society. As a clinical educator, she enjoys sharing her extensive experience and passion for learning with other injectors. So without further ado, let's welcome the beautiful Sharon Canet. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Sharon. Welcome to In Her Purpose Live. We are so grateful to have you on our show. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So we would like to share you with our audience. So if you can give a background about who you are, what you do, and how you got to where you are today. Who is Sharon?
Okay, well, I'm Sharon, and I'm an aesthetic nurse specialist for about 14 years now. Prior to that, an RN, so total 19 years being an RN. And a little history of my background. Rose has known me for a very long time. And Rose, remember my burlesque days? Remember, that's what I wanted to do.
Yes. Oh, I remember. I cannot wait to talk more about it.
Unfortunately, it doesn't pay the bills. So, went to nursing school, and I kind of just stumbled upon the aesthetic industry. You reach that point in your life where you're kind of like you feel stuck, and that's what I felt like. A few years ago, I think it was in 2007, I found this career. I was just not happy where I was at. I felt like stuck. I was working in the hospital setting. I was in the ER, and then my work performance just wasn't there anymore. I was unmotivated. I was like, I didn't want to go to work, so I always called in sick. And I was actually looking just for something else to do. And like I said, I stumbled upon this. I took a class and I got really excited, and I started looking on Craigslist for a job. And I found, and I got hired by this medical spa at the mall, and I was really fortunate that they provided extensive training for me to do all these wonderful things that that I do now. So I was really, really grateful for that. And yeah, it's been a fun it's been a fun ride.
I remember Sharon. So for those of you who don't know, Sharon and I are actually best friends. We actually lived together for like a really
We were roommates.
Yeah, we lived together for a while, right? We were roommates. And it was the best time of our lives. And she has done so much for me because she was a nurse. One time she even had to take me to the ER. And she had to, and another time she had to give me a shot because I was allergic to cats. So, I mean, there's so many stories where she actually used her purpose in life to help me. So it has been a journey for sure. You remember that, Sharon?
I
Oh my
do.
goodness.
I was in the ER with you. I was so worried. You had like stomach pains, and you know, I like really worried, and I stuck with you. Like,
Yeah, and it was,
I
I think it was like 3 in the morning. Remember, Sharon? It was like
yeah,
3 in the
it was
morning
in
or
the
something.
morning. I remember because it was really cold.
Yeah, yeah. So, and even the next morning, I think it's just like, you know, the way she is or who she is or what she does is the next morning she even like brought me breakfast and like brought me soup, and it was so nice. She like totally saved me. You
Aww.
probably saved my life, Sharon. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I do it again. Like
Yes. Oh my
anytime,
gosh.
I do it again.
Yes, we have to. Everybody has to have friends like this. Sharon, talk about like in the very beginning, like what made you want to become an RN, and then you talked a little bit about being stuck.
Mm-hmm.
When was it time? When did you know that you had to leave the ER setting and go and find?
Yeah, it was kind of at a point where I you know, I was just like, I wasn't happy at work. I think it was just the hours, the long hours, and like, you know, I was like, what is really, at that time I asked myself, like, what is really, like, what am I doing? Like, is it really fulfilling? Am I happy? You know, that's a couple of things you have to ask. And I was like, am I making a difference? You know, so that's when I like I said, started exploring, and I was really kind of scared, or not scared, but um, I was like, am I going to go back to school? Gosh, I just finished nursing school. I mean, I didn't have to pay off any loans, but like, I was like thinking about going back to school. Like, what am I going to, like, what am I going to major in? You know, like, and then, like I said, I stumbled upon this, and I really believe like it was my path. Like the universe gave me what I was looking for. I mentioned my work performance, and when I was in the ER, I was, you know, I started calling in sick. I actually got written up for it. Got in trouble by a supervisor because she was like, "Why are you always calling in sick? Like, don't you?" Because I was like, I'm sick of working there. Just kidding. Well, so I wanted to find something that, you know, that was interesting, that I'd be passionate about. And I was always interested in skincare and beauty and whatever, that type of stuff. And I found that this was my calling, and I really enjoy it. You know, I'm there's always learning about something new, and I share it with, you know, either my friends or my patients or clients. So yeah, that new, I had to like get out of my comfort zone and maybe try something non-traditional as a nurse, not just be stuck in the hospital. Yeah, so I made that leap of faith and just jumped on to what I'm doing now.
Yeah, so that's so cool because when Jen and I started, you know, this journey of In Her Purpose, we would talk about a lot. We would talk a lot about how our parents made us go into the medical field, or our parents,
same.
yeah, right, like made us do this because we knew, and only because they had the best interest in us. But they wanted us to go into the medical field because it was stable and it made good money. and then we would be comfortable. But a lot of us didn't find passion in it, or a lot of us hasn't found passion in it or purpose. And I just love how you were able to take that journey and then spin it to what you are passionate about. So you are passionate about providing, or you are passionate about making people feel confident about themselves and build courage on their appearance, their looks, their skin. And I just want you to talk a little bit more about that. Like what type of clients do you work with, and how and what else do you do? Like maybe go through the whole process for those people out there who's listening to us that don't know what it is that you do.
So basically, I do cosmetic injections and also lasers. As you know, I've lasered your armpit. Well, there I am injecting one of my models. Right, Rose? I lasered like zap, zap, zap.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, it takes away all your hair.
So basically, like anything that you can think of, like I do it all, like injections. I do Botox injections. I do fillers. So for example, if someone wants to have a little lip augmentation, a little cheek augmentation, they come to see me. Anything like skin related, if you just want to have glowing skin, I do that too, with other things like microneedling, for example. And what else? As far as my clients, it's really interesting. I was thinking about this today because you had some questions for me, and I was thinking that in my business, in my line of business, I mean, just like a hairstylist, right? You kind of build relationships because you see them for years and years and years. They come back to you, and you want them to come back to you. So you build that relationship. And today I saw one of my patients' daughter. So this lady, she's been with me for the whole year I've been doing this, and now her 20-something-year-old daughter. So it's really like I've really enjoyed this relationship I've established with different kinds of people, and then I like clients from all walks of life. I have patients, clients in the entertainment business. I have patients, suburban moms, housewives. I have I love my gay men. My gay men are fabulous. All kinds, like I said, all kinds of people, like from different backgrounds. They have different stories. I love listening to them. Like, for example, today my client told me, hey, you know what? I adopted this baby, and I just love listening to her story, how she got there. I'm kind of like a therapist too, at some point. So it's really fun. Like, not only I enjoy what I do, like when I'm doing all these things and they're talking to me, it's like I really listen with good intentions. And sometimes, you know what, I can relate to that. Like, she has a newborn baby. Like, I was a new mom like almost 5 years ago. So we were just kind of talking about, oh, you know what, that lack of sleep is all worth it. It's all worth it. Because you're gonna love that baby and you're gonna squeeze him and whatever. Yeah. So it's really nice to just have that relationship with my patients. And sometimes I won't see them for a while, and they come back 2 years later. Oh, by the way, I've had 2 kids. So it's really fun, or they move away and they come back to LA and they come see me again. And yeah, just listening to people's stories, I enjoy that. And then, of course, when they come back and say, you know what, I really loved my lips, or I really loved what you did last time, blah, blah. And, just giving them a little boost and confidence, whether it be it's an interview for a new job, or, like I get some women like post-divorce. They just want to feel good about themselves.
Yeah. They
want to find themselves again, or just self-care, especially now in this pandemic world. We forget to take care of ourselves. We're so busy. We get caught up in that moment. And I always say you need to do self-care, because that's going to come out either from your work or as a parent, or as, you that's going to manifest. somehow, one way or the other. So
Yeah.
I find that, I just kind of incorporate that to what I do.
Yeah. So Jen and I and Mafe, we always talk about like we need self-care. So this is part of what you do is you actually provide the self-care service for your
Yeah.
patients, and you
Yeah.
build their courage and confidence. That's so cool. I'm like, I
Mhm.
need to now.
You're next in my chair. Not that you need it. I said prevention. Prevention.
What's the I guess I don't know. I don't know if you can say this. Like what's the um and the most interesting time somebody's come in to see you because they wanted to go do something special, like they were going to, I don't know, the Emmys or something.
Well, I can't say like it has to be anonymous, but like I do get, there's in LA in particular, right? You get a certain clientele. A lot of them are in the movie business, in the entertainment business. So you got to get them ready, prepped for whatever shows or award shows coming up. Um, I think in general, like any special events, not just that, but like, for example, like I had one client, I helped her get ready, like she had her wedding planned for a year. So I made this plan for her. Like, like let's say the first 2 months we're going to do this for you and then do this and do this. So when it came to her big day, she was all ready and prepped, and so just things like that. Yeah, like I said, special events, like any, and also like maintenance, just coming in and getting fine-tuned for your cosmetic treatments. But yeah, I would say like special events on any occasion.
Very cool. Jen, did you have some other stuff to ask? I know we have like so many questions for you.
What were some of the challenges that you embarked upon, being that you are in a non-traditional nursing career? Like, what kind of challenges do you?
I would say like just because I'm in a non-traditional nursing career, like I don't really have, like, for example, I mean, I know it might sound petty. Close the door, please. Sorry. I would say that you have to go. Mommy's on a call. Sorry, guys.
That's okay, Sharon. We are mommies. We get it.
Where's my iPad? It's in Daddy's drawer. Go close the door, please. Sorry, guys.
Hi, Jacob. Hi, Jacob.
Okay, sorry about that.
I
That's her
Sharon, she's
mommy
amazing.
life. I had to bribe him earlier. Anyway, so some of the challenges I would say, just I kind of work as an independent contractor. So most offices that I work for, they don't really provide benefits for their employees. So I would say that's kind of a challenge. I don't get vacation days. I don't get sick time or whatever, like your 401k, like, right, Rose? Like if you work in a corporate setting, I don't get those things. But the trade-off is my schedule is really flexible. I get to make my own schedule. And it's kind of like owning your business without the hassle of owning your own business. You don't have to worry about the insurance part. You don't have to. So I kind of liked, especially when I became a mom, I really needed that flexibility. I don't think I've ever worked full time in this industry. Like it's always been like 3 days there, 4 days here. I could cut down on my hours or pick up more hours. So that's actually a good trade-off. A lot of like my family in the beginning was like, do you really want to do that? Like, are you gonna make money enough to pay your bills? We call like family questions. Like, how do you like, is that, like they worry about like, is that gonna be enough to whatever support you? I was like, yeah. And I get to look young forever. Just kidding. Yeah. So, like petty stuff, like, it's not really, I wouldn't call it really a challenge. I think it was more like a choice. that I had to make. I mean, I could work for full time for someone and get all that benefits, but I chose not to.
Have you thought about starting your own business one day?
I kind of, so what I was thinking actually is to use the skills I've acquired throughout the years, right? Being in this field, but just turning it around and making something more like, I mean, not necessarily owning like my own medical spa or office, but something a little bit more on the entrepreneurial side where, I don't know, it could be like a product of some sort, right? Like some skincare.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm kind of looking in that more that in that alley versus like owning something like an office or I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where the universe takes me.
Love it. I love it.
Are there any current projects or goals that you're working on that you wanted to share with us?
Yeah, so full disclosure, I just recently resigned from one of my offices that I worked for. I think just to give me more time, like, what you asked me earlier, like, what are any future goals or projects? Like, I do want to go back to school and get my master's in nursing. That's one of my goals. And then, again, like, just thinking outside of the box, because I realize what I do is not pandemic free. It's, I'm sorry, not pandemic proof. So I was like, what, like, in case something like this happens again, right? Because it was really scary last year when my office closed.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Right.
what do I do for a living? I can't go back to the hospital because I just don't have the skills. I mean, I suppose I could, but I was like, I really don't want to and be miserable. It's not for me. So I'm thinking of something, okay, what is like pandemic proof? Like, what can I do? So I'm kind of looking in that direction, I would say.
Yeah.
But still be fun, right? Because there's no point in doing it if it's not fun. So
You don't think beauty is pandemic proof? I feel like it is.
so I mean, because for me, like, I still have to be in the office physically. So let's say, like, if I maybe have a product that I could sell online, right? That, and then in that direction, that's pandemic proof, because online sales have like skyrocketed, right? Look at Amazon, man. Bezos taking all our fucking money. Sorry, no effort. But like, I'm like mad. No, because he's getting richer, and like, we're just giving him our money like freely. We're like, here you go, So I want a piece of that pie, man.
Sharon, we can work on this. This could be our next
Rose.
project, guys.
Yeah, we had this meeting a year ago, so
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, a year ago.
Yeah. So I will also tell you that Sharon has been such a big support for me too. I mean, we even like threw like our own little workshop at her in her place in LA, and we got like a bunch of girls together, and I was able to present, and it was because of Sharon. And so thank you for that. So
you're welcome. Anytime.
Yeah, we definitely need to do it soon because it's been a year already, Sharon.
I know. It's that damn pandemic. I don't even know what day it is. So
I know.
Okay.
So
I literally asked you this week. I was like, Rose, when am I doing the podcast? And you're like, it's this Friday. I'm like, oh shoot,
I know it's like the longest year right?
Yeah, totally. It's like it never ends. I'm like, it's 2021. I thought we were still like in September. I don't know.
Yeah. And you are in the middle of downtown LA. Like, I cannot.
Yes.
Yeah, so I know that you are in your place and you're not leaving it unless you have to go to work.
Yes. Yes, it's very different. It used to be like very vibrant, happening city, but right now, like, it's just a dead zone. It's like
I
no
know.
one comes. Yeah. So, but I enjoy the quietness. The quiet part of it, and it's kind of peaceful sometimes. Yeah. So, yeah.
So Sharon, you are an aesthetic nurse. And you have a son who we met briefly
Yeah.
2 minutes ago, Jacob. So we know how hard it is to balance raising a child and being a wife and also being very busy at your work. Just can you let us know, like, aside from being a mom and work, what else do you do besides that?
Oh, can you say that again? You kind of broke out.
What aside from being a mom, a wife, and a nurse, what else do you do aside from that? What are you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So like I love working out, obviously. Like Rose knows me. I've been a workout fanatic for years. And we've actually taken up hiking recently, which is really, really fun because we get to explore like other parts of LA where you necessarily like don't even think about. And it's
Mhm.
really beautiful. So that's a really good balance for me. Like anything physical. And also it gives me like time to think, just like hiking and climbing up that mountain. It gives you really a lot of time to think.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I like fitness and nutrition. Anything, what else? Just running around after my son. But you asked me that, and that's a big part of being a mom. I was yeah, just what else? Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
I like
It's hard.
I like eating. That's why I have to work out, like you gotta like eat, enjoy life, right? Because you're stuck at home anyway.
Right, right. Sharon, what do you believe is your purpose, and what does living in your purpose look like to you?
So I believe my purpose is to share what I've learned throughout the years in my industry, just to share. If I could maybe change a young nurse's perspective or point of view about her career, and maybe guide her somehow, and embrace this type of career and in aesthetics, that if I could make one life better, that I'm happy with that. And then I
Mhm.
think eventually, when you say purpose, when you think about it, you want to be fulfilled, like even without financial gain, right? You want that, like just that simple joy, knowing that what, I've changed somebody's life, and I'm really happy about that. It's it just makes you feel elated. You're just like, I don't know, it's bliss, right? It's
Yes.
not like I'm changing the world. I'm not developing vaccines or anything, right? I'm talking about just like simple things in life.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
And I know you're a trainer as well, so you get to train younger,
yeah, yeah.
you get to train
Yes,
younger women or men
yeah.
who are doing this.
Yes,
Very,
that's actually, I'm gearing more towards in that direction with education. Like I said, I love to share. I'm not a teacher. I like to share things, and it's up to the person, right? For if they want to absorb that and use it in their practice. My thing is, I just want everyone to be safe, and I want best results, good results for my patients. That's always number one, safety.
wait, have you had bad results before? Have you
Necessarily,
had
that's
bad
a good
results before?
question. That I wouldn't say bad results, but it's like with any medical procedure, you could always have a allergic reaction or some type of reaction, or your skin doesn't like it, your body rejects it. So, things like that, it can happen. It would be probably like 1 out of 100 or whatever. And I've learned too, like in my industry, you're gonna meet like that one or two people that are never going to be happy.
Mm,
So you just have to flush them out of maybe that your practice or whatnot. And it's not worth it, like
yeah,
it's very toxic. So I've learned in this industry too, to just really filter out the red flags when someone is highly neurotic, for example. That's gonna like nit and pick. It's like
yeah,
it's been only a day, and you're like, oh my god, my lips are like one side is bigger. And, I was like, it's only been a day. Like, you have to give it time. And then they
Yeah.
call you, they text you, like they stalk you on like Twitter or whatever. And like, I'm like, dude, you gotta chill, you gotta calm down, right? So part of that, you want to filter those people out.
Yes. So yes, we need to do that.
and and then, so you asked me about living in my purpose. What means for me is to always grow and adapt,
Mm-hmm.
and accept your mistakes and learn from them and be a better person, whatever it may be. Like for me, it may be a better injector or a better mom, better a parent, better wife, better friend, you know. So yeah, just growing and adapting
Yes.
and accepting things. And if sometimes it's just out of your control, and you just gotta weave around that and
Yes.
spin it in a more
Yeah.
positive direction. Yeah.
I agree. So as a leader, Sharon, what are 3 pieces of wisdom you can give to young folks who want to follow in your footsteps?
Oh, this is really fun. Well, like, you know what? Like, first of all, like I said earlier, if it's not fun anymore, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Because it's going to weigh you down. You're going to lose your hair. You're going to break out into like acne cysts. It's, all that stress, it's not worth it. So if it stops being fun, just move on, right? That's my
Yeah.
number one thing. And then second, I mean, like you, Rose, I really admire you because you never give up. So I tell young people, don't give up, whatever it may be. If it's learning a new skill, I don't know, like learning how to rollerblade for the first time or whatever it is, like simple things like that, or jumping into like a whole different career. Maybe like if you, for some reason, wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to make jewelry. I'm like, okay, good for you. Like, do it. Right. So once you start down that path, don't give up and just keep going.
Yeah.
And then third, I would say, is have a voice and stand up for yourself. Because this happened to me once, and I was in a very negative workplace, and I didn't find my voice at that time. And it was a really miserable time for me. I mean, I ended up leaving that place. But in retrospect, I was like, you know what, I should have said something, but it was too late. So, with these young girls now, like, you have to have a voice and stand up for yourself. You just, and don't let anyone beat you down. Don't let anyone, there's going to be a lot of haters out there.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now with social media, like, dude, like, like it's just like trolls, and they troll you. Thank God I'm not a social media star, because I don't want to be. Because did you see how fucking mean these people are? Like, I'm like, oh my God, like, if you don't like what I post, unfollow me. Like, dude, seriously. Anyway, so to my young, nurses or whatever, young peeps, there's going to be a lot of haters, but you know what? Just keep doing
Yes.
your purpose.
Oh no, we lost her.
Oh, I'm here.
There you are.
Oh, hi.
We can hear you. You can finish your sentence. What were you saying?
Okay.
Maybe it's me.
Oh no, I was just saying, just keep doing what you're doing for the young folks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let anyone destroy you. Just yeah. Sorry, am I allowed to say the F word? I have like a potty mouth.
To Jen and Rose.
I haven't even had my tequila yet, so yeah.
Go get your tequila.
Oh my gosh.
Would have been
You're
really
so much
fun,
fun,
like,
Sharon.
I tell my son to go get it. Like, get your mom. Like, get your.
Give me a shot right now.
God, I'm so bad. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
You're a cool mom. That's all you have to do. You're just gonna live your life.
Thank you.
Practice what you preach. So I'm with you. Don't worry. I'm sure Rose is with you too. See, Jen, being a mom is fun.
Yes. Tequila around.
Love it. OMG.
Yeah.
Rose, you have anything else for us, Sharon?
Oh no. I mean, we can talk for hours. Don't ask
I
me.
know. Rose and I will
Okay,
talk
guys.
about like, yeah, Rose and I will talk about like, I don't know, like
Everything.
candy pops or something. I don't know.
And we can talk
Like,
like an hour about it.
not like
I love that.
it doesn't even make sense, but we just keep talking.
Yeah. Well, that's the
I'm so sick right now. Oh my
the
god.
amazing thing about finding people who are like-minded that you can just have fun with, and like you both have your relationship all these years is so inspiring because both of you have been supporting each other through everything that you're achieving. So like what Sharon was mentioning earlier, guys, replay this. It's very entertaining and inspiring at the same time. I learned so much. If you're calling in sick all the time, Sharon said, that must mean you're sick of that
Yeah,
that
that's
position, that job. So it's time for you to really make that move. There's so many people like Sharon, Rose, and Jen that are there to help guide you and mentor you. So please, Sharon, can you share with everyone how they can look for you, find you? I know you're on social media, but I know there's a lot of people out there are also wanting a person like you in their life, like you and Rose have.
Yeah. If anyone has if you just want to chat, you can email me. It's nurse.sharoncanet@gmail.com. That's my work email. You can always DM me on Instagram at sharon.aesthetics with anything. It could, doesn't have to be aesthetic related. If someone wants to maybe learn about how to get into the business, I would love to talk to you. Don't hesitate to email me or DM me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And guys, I will manifest this now. We will soon see Sharon's products in IHP shop. So tune in for that. And then maybe perhaps collaboration with IHP girls and Sharon on Beauty with a Purpose, that just falls in line with what I've done because, just being in the fashion world, Beauty with a Purpose. And Sharon, of course, would be the best person to help guide that with, of course, Jen and Rose. So before we wrap up, I do want to say shout out to everyone who is tuned in on Facebook and Kumu. We have my mom all the way in Sydney. Hi, Mom, for supporting. We have Debbie Tay. Proud of you, gorgeous Sharon. Love you. Layla. Hello, ladies. Cindy Brown and Keisha Summers on Facebook. Thank you, ladies, for tuning in. Perhaps, Sharon, you have any shout outs that you would like to give to? And do you have any more announcements for anyone to be excited with what I
I
shared?
really want to say, thank you to my husband who prepped this for me last minute. Without him, it would be something else. And he really pushes me, like, as far as my entrepreneurial spirit, like, he really, really pushes me because he always has his own business. And for my son Jacob, I love him so, so much. Like, I was really lost. Well, not lost, but it didn't really click after, like, I became a mom. Then I was like, oh yeah, it's just not you anymore. It's somebody precious, right? So, and then of course to Rose, and our girl, we have a really, really amazing group of girlfriends who, like I said, like, they're my tribe, and you cannot have. I believe that you cannot be successful in life without that balance, right? And then for my family, of course, for supporting me throughout the years. And, Jen, I've known you two for a while. And for you, Mafe, thank you so much for having me tonight. As far as any other projects, it's kind of hush hush. So maybe next time I'm back on.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Well, thank you, Sharon. I know you're also, a busy woman, and thank you for taking the time out to help us inspire and support other women, youth, on just making sure that they continue their goals and dreams. So we appreciate you. Again, thank you everyone for on Kumu and James and the team. We appreciate you for all the support. And Sharon, please wait offline. We'll chat some
Of
more.
course, of course.
So thank you again for being here.
And thank you guys. Thank you to all that tuned in. Thank you for listening to my rant.
Sharon.
My shenanigans.
Yes, we love you. You're amazing. We can continue this, but Jen and Rose, congratulations again to another episode in 2021 with a very beautiful lady right here. Perhaps you have announcements that you would like to share with everyone. I believe we have new products in the shop right now.
Yes, so this week there are a few new things in the shop. We have a candle collaboration with Sweet Pea Collective, and there's 3 variations. One is actually named after Rose's chapter, Be Grateful. One is named after my chapter, Be Still.
Yes.
And then the third one is just be whatever the F you want to be. So it just says be. So those are the 3 candles that are out. We also formed new relationships and networked with a few other folks, BJ, Floresca, Filipino designer, also candles and some really cute sweatshirts. They're unisex, but it comes in pink and black and with these Tagalog phrases. So I'm gonna have to pick up a couple of those myself. And
me too.
Same.
And then there are some grippy socks for working out from the Short Spine. So you can use it for Pilates, bar. Well, shoot, it's cold here in the Bay. So if you just want good socks, they're made out of bamboo.
Good talk.
Yeah, so that's on the shop, as well as a book by Wingpack, which we will have them on the show. And I'm excited about it because they are really trying to teach women to become investors as a way to not just create wealth and make an impact, but also as a way to give back to the communities and businesses that they believe in, but also to make money and build their own portfolios. And usually in that field, it's mostly men. And so I'm excited about that. So maybe we'll get to learn more about how to let our money work for us so we can create generational wealth.
Yes. Yes.
Did I forget anything else that I put up in the shop this week?
No, I think that's it. There's a lot, but everybody check it out on ihpshop.com. Everything is there with all the descriptions. And on top of the product, we also have a program called Own Your Purpose. And we also have purpose checkup calls. So if you guys want to, you guys are more than free to go onto our website and sign up for a purpose checkup if you need some cheering on, maybe some guide, or like just a nice clear path on what you are doing or what you want to do, and most of all, just to be able to talk and share your purpose with us. So you can also find that.
Where can folks sign up on our website for a purpose checkup?
Oh, you can go into inherpurpose.com and there's a purpose checkup link there.
Awesome.
Amazing ladies. And of course, the men out there, you know what's coming up. It's almost Valentine's. So if you're looking for a gift, go follow IHP Shop and get the beautiful and amazing gifts and products that we have there. I'm sure your ladies will love them, and it's very romantic. Also, the candles, you're pretty much giving them a statement that they're loved, right?
Good too.
Yes.
Get it for yourself.
So with that, guys, follow IHP on Instagram and also In Her Purpose on all social platforms. And we'll see you there. Let's connect, let's collaborate, and we'll see you in our next episode. Thank you, ladies.
Bye.
Ready or not, Here I come, never late when the night is young, always late when the morning comes. Let's go, we'll figure it out. We should hit the hot spot, got no time to hit stop. Can you meet me outside, outside, so we can